So in this video, I'm going to talk about using the built-in FTP within Koder to get your files from the iPad up onto the server. You should be used to this view by now, where you have your files and then you can see on the right side the code view. Where we're going to go, rather than being up here on this tab, we're going to go to this tab. You see this one with this, it's a server icon, but basically that's what that is. And this is the FTP protocol, the file transfer protocol that's built into Koder that allows us to get our files up onto the server. So that's what we're going to use, and I'm going to show you how to set it up. So I've got a couple sitting there already. When you do it, it'll just be empty. You'll hit the plus down below, just like you do for files and everything else. The name, this is just for you. You're just giving it some kind of name so that you recognize it. We're going to call this Lord's DMS Web. And then the host name is lordsdmsweb.net. The username, this is where you're going to go to that file that I sent you in Canvas, in the Canvas inbox, and you're going to use the username and the password from that file. So you just need to put in that information, the host name, the username, the password. Everything else as it is set up here is just fine, and then you'll hit create. And then you can see it has created that new FTP connection on the right, and you can just click on that to see if it works. And it should, yeah, so that's fine. Now I have some files in there because I've already been testing it and playing around with it. Yours may well be empty over there, right? And that's just fine. So this would be your location. And then if you want to transfer a file to it, you go back to your tab where you have all your files, and we're just looking at test 2. So I'm going to hit select. I'm going to select test 2 right there. And notice now you've got a new little set of menu items there. One of them is FTP. And so I'm going to hit FTP. It's going to bring us back to our FTP tab, and you would just navigate to wherever. Now, right now, I don't have any folders or any other place to go but the root folder. So I'm going to go ahead and add this to the root folder, and I'll say upload here. And then notice the file appears. So now the file is up on the server. And if we want to test that, we want to go out to a web browser and check that out. So we're going to just navigate to it on the internet. So it's always going to start lordsdmsweb.net, and then you're going to do a / and then the information that I gave you. In my case, it's test for the test student. And then I put up the file test2.html. But again, for you, it would be the information that I gave you in terms of what your folder is called. And then if you take a look, there's our file. So we know for sure that we put the file up on the server. We can navigate to it now on the internet, and it's up there like a real web page.